So, welcome to Essential Oils One-on-One. Wendy and Kaitlyn are leading us through this class today. So I should introduce myself. My name is Kim. And Wendy and Kaitlyn and I educate on the oils together. So we've put together this quick little class to give you a snapshot of how to use essential oils and some announcements of some fun things coming up. So I will pass it on to you guys. Let me know when you'd like me to share, give you access to share your screen, and you can share your screen if you like.
Do you want me to share my screen or do you want to share your screen, Wendy?
You share yours.
Okay, then Kim, can you give me access?
Yeah, I think I just did it. See if that works.
We're about to find out.
There
Wait,
we
can
are.
you only see the PowerPoint?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm Kaitlyn. I am in college at Erskine College in South Carolina. It's in the middle of nowhere, and I'm currently in the process of applying to nursing school and waiting to hear back on where I get in. I'm also a collegiate athlete, and I have PCOS, Crohn's disease, and just got diagnosed 2 days ago with psoriasis, and I use the oils to help me battle different symptoms and just stay on my feet and stay active.
Ooh, what was your favorite oil, Kaitlyn? I missed that one. Sorry.
Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Um, my favorite oil is digestant, just because
Oh,
one of my major symptoms is nausea and vomiting and gut stuff. So I like digestant.
gotcha. All right. And hi, I'm Wendy. And I was thinking about this as Kaitlyn and I were getting ready. I think I'm the oldest member on the team, and Kaitlyn's probably the youngest. So we've got your bookends here. We've got both ends of the spectrum. So I consider myself a badass crone. I like the word crone, and I have a deep desire to age gracefully. That's been one of my lifetime desires for a while now, as I'm approaching 60 in a couple of years. I am a nurse, and I am fortunate to be able to be reinventing myself since I retired 3 years ago, because I feel like I have some gifts to share. And my mom told me when I retired, you are not done connecting with people. So I took her at her word. And I just really like to stay connected with people who are like mind, be part of community that we can grow together. I'm also a yoga health coach, and I lead others on the journey of transformation as well to help them reach their full potential, reach their desire through habit evolution. And my favorite oil is patchouli, which you see down there. And it's grounding for me. And it's kind of been a signature scent for me for many, many years, even before I discovered essential oils. And I think it just really upped it for me once I did come into essential oils, because it's so much purer um, as a scent anyway. It does have other properties, but so anyway, so patchouli, my favorite oil. So oh, look, there's patchouli. What are essential oils? So actually, it is the oil that's distilled down from the plants. And so oils are also what attract like bees or other pollinators that might be around. And it's also what helps to protect the plant. So it's the power of the plant, and it's distilled down into its most purest, concentrated, powerful oil. And that's what is in the bottle. So it's really, it's the plant. It's the power of the medicine of the plant. So Next slide. There you go. What are three cool things about essential oils? I'm going to talk a little bit about how safe and natural they are, how effective, and how affordable. So a little bit on each. The big thing with its natural and safe, I don't feel like I probably need to read the slides to you. You can do that, but it's really huge. Like conventional products that most of us use have so many chemicals, and it can actually, like lotions, deodorants, those kinds of things, that can actually trigger reactions in our body. So using these essential oils really does have some benefits, that because it's nature's solution, right, to whatever it is that we're looking at. And there's many ways to use the oils, but all of them are natural and safe. So there's nothing added in doTERRA products. There's no mystery ingredients. You can read what's on the label. There aren't any unknowns, and it's just pure plant oil within those little vials that last a very long time. Um, has anyone ever like smelt peppermint or something like that? Like, you know how strong, like one drop of peppermint oil can really go a long way, not only energizing you, but like as far as helping with your breathing. Um, I know I used peppermint when I did a really long hike across the Grand Canyon here as a spray to like cool off my body, just because it felt so refreshing. So it's something that I certainly go to, and definitely relieves headache, head tension. Absolutely. Great one for that.
Can I add a little something to that?
Please.
Um, Thanks. For the peppermint, I use it to open my airways like first thing in the morning. If I really feel like I'm stuffed up, or the room
Yeah.
is stuffy, or I need to wake up, it literally will wake me up. It's so energizing. It gets me more alert. Or in the afternoon when I need to focus, I find it really good. And if you're wondering, those letters on the slide, ATI, so that stands for aromatic use, topical use, or internal use, which we'll talk about later. But that's just indicating that you could use peppermint all three of those ways. And the last thing I want to mention is that one of the reasons I chose to go with doTERRA is because there's no other company that has the transparent testing that doTERRA has. So you're not only seeing that there's nothing funny and toxic and dangerous in those bottles by looking at the actual third-party tests, but you can also see that peppermint has, like this bottle that you're holding has the chemical constituents of that plant to actually be medicinal. Because if a peppermint maybe isn't grown, peppermint can grow a lot of places. It's pretty, good at growing, right? But in some cases, it might have not come from the best place, or it might not have received what it needed to be medicinal. So the quality is extremely high, and there's a lot more I could say about that, but I just thought I would add that in because it's important. So thanks for listening.
No, yeah, I would agree with you. And if you look like I happen to have peppermint here in any of these bottles, if you look on the bottom, and I know you can't see it, but there is a number there where you can go back and look to see, okay, so this came from this lot, and I want to see what was the testing on that lot. Or where this one came from. And they also have expiration dates. So for instance, this one is 2025. So they do last a while as well, but they're on each of the bottles. So thank you for pointing that out, Kim. And that's one way that you can go back and check the testing on that. So good point.
Cool.
So effective. So they can be used alongside modern medicine. And for me, that's Western medicine. Woo, medicine. I live in Michigan in the US. So there is a time and a place for Western medicine, but this can also support modern medicine in health and in well-being, because they are natural components that our body already knows how to integrate with and to use, because they're plants. Just like we know our body knows how to use the plants. And it says on there already, they permeate the cell membrane. So that means that they can get deep into the tissue without any problem. And if anybody wants to know anything, I know we have some resources if anybody is looking for the science behind any of that. This is just one way that you can be empowered to up your own level of health care, and alongside with, if you also feel like you need modern medicine or Western medicine, it's just one more way to supplement and support that. Um, let's see, this one is On Guard, which again can be used aromatic, topical, and internal. Promotes healthy cell function. Yeah, I use it on my toothpaste that I make. I put a drop of that on it in the morning just to help support my immune system. Also, really good if you're starting to get a scratchy throat or just not feeling good. And again, cleaning at home, I have a lot of the doTERRA products with the On Guard in it. So,
Yeah, On Guard
I
has.
also like to oh
Caitlin, go,
I
go, go.
also like to I like to use the On Guard mist for like right now with the pandemic going on. Like I'll spray my credit cards and stuff afterwards, or like spray my hands and use it as hand sanitizer. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, your phone. I spray it on literally everything.
I hadn't thought about credit cards. That's a great one, Caitlin. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I haven't done credit cards either. I do my phone a lot. I just think of things I touch a lot, but cards is a good one. And the On Guard has clove in it, and that's a super powerful antioxidant, antiviral, antibacterial, really good for your gums. So that's great that you put it on your toothpaste. And the wild orange can be great for whitening your teeth as well. So
Yes.
it's a really, I probably use On Guard the most out of any of the blends.
Ah, that's interesting. It's
Mhm.
always good to see like what other people use too, right?
Yeah.
And it's affordable. So again, like one drop of peppermint out of this bottle is like enough to make a tea, right? Or if you want to flavor your water with like one of the citrus ones or something, like seriously, one drop um goes a long way. Um, and this is also a way, there's a couple of different ways that you can um, like enhance even things that you use in your home, whether you sub things out and buy doTERRA products such as the toothpaste, the deodorant, I do the laundry detergent, I do use that one, or if you choose to do it yourself, right, and make your own toothpaste, your own deodorant, which my daughter taught me to do, and then we just put the essential oils in that, but we make it ourselves. So it really is a great cost savings to do it that way. And in addition, like if you just don't have time to do it DIY, there are products that can be purchased um, to sub out for just making healthier versions for your home. And you can feel good about supporting a company that you know where those oils came from, how were they processed, what was the quality and grade of the ones that they did choose, which are like top notch, stellar. Um, and so it just gives you different ways to be more conscious about how you're spending your dollars at any given time. And again, lavender. I mean, seriously, like everybody knows what lavender smells like, right? But I always find it interesting. And when I enrolled somebody, just putting like what she was using and then the doTERRA brand, like hands down, like such a big difference. So if you think you know lavender, take a smell of this, or any of them actually. Rose is another one that you're like, oh, oh, this is what it can smell like. Um, in fact, I have my own blend of rose and patchouli that I use a lot. Really good on my heart space, right? Like rose is good for your heart, high vibration. So really affordable because it is so potent.
I love that combination of patchouli and rose. Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Maggie's going to be out there eventually. I know she'll see this. And then you take like the gua sha and you do like across your heart
Oh,
space
yes.
like that. It's a crystal, a stone that we use for self-care. So anyway, yeah. Kaitlyn, back to you.
I feel like I need to order rose now. It's like the third time it's come up this week for us.
Kaitlyn, use those points.
Yeah, Kaitlyn's got like
Um,
300 points of something, which is like $300 of free oils that you can get. So get one of those rose oils.
Do not look at my account, Kim. It's pathetic. I have more than that.
okay, so I'm going to talk about the 3 ways to use the oils. The first way is aromatically, which is probably the way that I use them the most, as well as my sisters. Like, I have to order more diffusers because they have both stolen mine this week. But what's really cool about diffusing the oils is that they quickly absorb by your smell receptors in your nose. And sorry, I'm a science person again with the nursing major, so like the science is what I always come back to. But your nose or your smell receptors have a direct link to your limbic system, which is part of your brain that stores the memories and emotions. And so that's why when you smell the oils, sometimes it can bring you like this really happy feeling, or some smells like it can make you either kind of sad or calm down. And that's why it works so quickly. And then also, oh, well, I just said they were uplifting. But diffusing is also one of the simplest ways to use the oils aromatically, but you can also do it through other things. Like sometimes I'll put it in my hair and I call it my natural diffuser because your hair holds the scent for so long. But even just putting like a couple drops of the oil into your hands and like rubbing them together and then breathing it in is another way to smell them aromatically. And then this one mentions wild orange is one of my favorites to mix in. It's energizing, it's invigorating, it's uplifting because it just smells like oranges and it's yummy. But another one is breathe, which living in the South with pollen and colds and allergies is my family's favorite because it helps with your lungs and sinuses and it can promote clear breathing day and night. My sister currently has a summer cold and she's using the crap out of this. I'm pretty sure she's used half of my bottle since I've been home.
By the
Can
way,
I-
the Australian New Zealand market, Breathe is the same thing as Easy Air. They're the same exact blend. They just have a different name for the different market, if anyone's wondering.
and I wanted to give Kaitlyn a plug. This girl gives the best aromatic blends. Like,
Yes.
try these 2 or 3 together, and like she posts on our Facebook group, and like she is like spot on, and it's just like, Kaitlyn, I need a new blend. Like, we just rely on her. So
Yeah.
shout out to Kaitlyn. You do a fabulous job of doing the experimenting for us, and then we just get to reap the benefits. So thank you.
Yeah, sometimes experimenting can be not so good. The next way you can use them is topically. So I always tell people with things like peppermint, how we were talking about earlier, I like to put it on my wrists and on my temples just because it gets absorbed into the skin. And I feel like that's probably one of the better ways for me to feel the benefit of it. But when used topically, essential oils can improve the complexion of your skin and your skin tone. And they can also be used as a soothing massage. So things like, it's not on here, but like deep blue and oh shoot, what is the name of it? I just used it the other day. Helichrysum. That one, those are both great for massages. Oh, deep blue's on the slide. But another one which was my favorite oil, digestin, that I use pretty much every day. If you put it on your stomach when you're feeling like a stomach ache or nausea, or even after you've just had the other part of nausea and vomiting, it can be really, really helpful. And then you can also use it at meal times for digestion. So you can put it on like 10 minutes before you eat, and it can help just your body digest your food. And then the other things is like coconut oil helps you to dilute the oils to where it's easier for the skin. So like my sister has to dilute them quite a bit for her to not get a reaction. And then other things are roller bottles make it really easy. And doTERRA has touch bottles of different oils that so they're already diluted and easy for your skin. And then some easy places to apply it is, like I said, on the forehead and temples and on your wrists. But a lot of people like to do it on the bottom of their feet and use reflexology. Like Kim posted the other day, different parts of the foot that if you put different oils on it and what they help. which was really cool.
And your feet have so many pores. So it's said that you can absorb the oil into your bloodstream a little bit more effectively when you put the oils on your feet. So it's kind of nice, like in wintertime, if you want to put oils on your feet and then put socks on and go to bed.
Okay, and the next one is internal. And so when you ingest essential oils directly, it enters the bloodstream through your gastrointestinal tract, which is where, and then that's how they get transported to the rest of the body. And then they're readily transported to all the organs of the body, including your brain. And so that's how, when you see that it says like liver support, heart support, like that's kind of one of the ways it's getting to those different organs that are listed with that oil. A lot of people mix them. Like we have Babette on our team likes to cook with her oils, and she blows my mind how she uses them, because every time I try, it doesn't turn out as good as everybody else's, I feel like. But kudos to everyone that can cook. Wendy's another one. She bakes with them. She posted cookies the other day. But a lot of people also mix them in their water. Like Wendy said earlier, mixing like lemon and the citrus ones in with your water can be really good. And then they can help address root causes and deeper sources of inflammation, gut concerns, skin concerns, and systemic struggles. And then for our recommendations, lemon, like I said, I like to put this one in my water. And it can help cleanse your body and your home if you're not internally using it. So I don't know why we really put that on this one. Frankincense can help promote the calm feelings, anti-aging, and help cells perform optimally. So I know a lot of people use frankincense as skincare, which would be topical over internal. And then one of the great ways to ingest the oils is to put them in a veggie capsule, and doTERRA sells empty veggie capsules, which when I got them, I thought they were like the coolest thing for some reason, but you just like unscrew them and put the oils in and then put it back, and then you can like stick it under your tongue or swallow them. And I don't know, I thought it was cool.
It's like making your own medicine. It's cool. I use
Yeah.
those when it's like my hubby is sick, and I feel like I might get it, and so I'm helping him and helping myself. There's a protocol you can do for colds and flus that includes lemon and frankincense, as well as tea tree, on guard, and oregano. And
I
so
have
those
that
are
one in
like,
a roller bottle.
oh yeah, you can do it in a roller bottle too. Yeah, you can have it delivered to yourself any way you like. But those are a powerhouse together for antibacterial, antiviral kind of situations.
The other thing, like peppermint, sometimes I'll put it underneath my tongue. Like if I really want it to absorb quickly, I have, upset stomach, or if I just want a boost, right? Like just to wake up, it's like Kim was saying, you can, in one drop, all you want, trust me. Just like under your tongue, or you can put a drop on your thumb and like put it in the roof of your mouth as well. So just other options.
The other note here is that like the ones you get at GNC, which is like a vitamin supplement shop, and like the places that you buy them, sometimes they aren't safe for internal use, but doTERRA's are. And so that's another note that we need to make, is like, in case you don't want to buy doTERRA, which we want you to, but if you don't necessarily think that you can ingest all of them.
Yes, very good point. We're only recommending to internally take doTERRA's oils. That said, you don't even have to take them internally. You can put them on topically or use them aromatically, but it is an option because they're safe, because they're pure. You can internally take them. Yeah, thanks for adding that, Kaitlyn. That's important.
All right. So, how fast do oils work? So, Kaitlyn kind of referenced this with your limbic system, right? When you inhale and it has a direct connection. So, 22 seconds for it to reach your brain. So, whether that be grandma's apple pie, right? And you know that smell when you walk into your grandma's house, or a loaf of bread, or, you have all the, and good memories, right? we'll focus on the good. Let's focus on the good. But you know, that pot of soup or whatever it is. And so it only, same thing with oils. It only takes 22 seconds for those to get up to your brain, and as little as 2 minutes to get into your bloodstream. And as Kim was mentioning, the pores on the bottom of your feet are larger, and that's the best way to get them in quickly, just because of the size of the pores. So getting it in that way, and then because they do permeate the cell membrane, which we kind of talked about, because they're a plant and oils from plant, they can permeate every cell in your body. And for those science people out there, even the blood-brain barrier, right? And getting it where it needs to go. So because we recognize it and we're able to assimilate what that is, because our bodies, back from caveman time, right? We know our bodies know what to do with plants. So actually, instead of side effects like you have with some medicines, it's really side benefits that you get. So you're taking it for a headache, or you've got an upset stomach. Other parts of your body are going to benefit from that oil as well, because it does permeate those cell membranes. So not just necessarily the part that you were intentionally targeting, but it does disseminate to other places. The compound does within your body. And can I just say, we recently adopted a dog, and Luna loves some of the oils. There are cautions, and there is literature out there about which ones are good or bad. Not bad, just don't want to use it on them. And we're thinking about doing a class on that, but just know that there are some oils. And Luna over here loves aroma touch. She loves to be massaged down at night with aroma touch and stuff. So they are safe for the most part about pets, but I do encourage you to look the resources up to make sure you're using the right ones with them, the little furry friends.
That is so cute.
So the next thing that we're going to talk about is the 3 ways to purchase doTERRA oils. So the first way is to just buy them retail, which is going to be the more expensive option. And then you basically purchase them, and then they arrive at your doorstep, and yay. But then you can also sign up to be a wholesale buyer. And so it's a 25%, I call it a discount. It's 25% below the retail cost, which honestly is so worth it. And then the catch is that you have to pay a $35 membership. However, if you order multiple oils, like if you only get one, maybe, but the chances are you're going to fall in love with it. So I recommend doing it and getting the wholesale membership, because it pays for itself in the long run. And then below that, oh, there's my dog. Speaking of dogs, below wholesale is when you enroll with a starter kit. That $35 fee gets waived, and then you have the membership for a whole year. So we had a question for everyone, and that is, what are your 3 wellness priorities? You can feel free to put them in the chat, write them down, send them to your wellness advocate, or just keep them to yourself if you, oh, what are you doing? Keep them to yourself if you want. I also am going to plug in just right here real quick. If you are having one of your wellness priorities be anxiety, and you want to start focusing on how to manage and maybe using the oils to help with anxiety, I am about to launch my first ever focus group surrounding oils and different practices. So if you would like to join my August beta group for anxiety, I'll put a link in the chat right now. But if you want to join, we'll put the link, I guess. Are we sending this out in an email, Kim?
Yeah, we'll post it and we'll send out the replay. Yeah, so we can just include that.
So yeah, we can include the link, and then all you have to do is fill out a survey at the beginning and the end of the month. I'll send you free oil samples, free, you don't have to pay anything. They're absolutely free. and then I'll put you in a group and I'll send you like yoga videos and how to use each oil that I sent you, and then some other stuff throughout the month. And let me put that.
Caitlin, I just want to say, I think it's really cool that you're like doing your own research, right? Like you're starting a beta group, and I think that that's huge. So I certainly would and have supported, like tried to send some people your way, just because I think that um, experimenting on yourself is the only way you're going to find out whether and which ones of these oils work for you, right? Something we say is ABX, always be experimenting. Like you're an experiment of one. Let's see what works for me. So very cool that you're offering this and giving them free samples to just kind of see what would work. And there's minimal effort needed on their part other than giving feedback and like receiving things. So very cool. Nice job.
Thank you. um, and then if you want to connect with us and get all of our community benefits, we have a Facebook group called Rise and Thrive, and then you put the little colon sign, and then Empowered Health, the plus sign, don't type and, it won't bring it up. I learned that the hard way. Type the plus sign and then Conscious Living, and it's a group on Facebook, and you just have to answer, I think it's like 3 or 4 questions, and then you're in. And in the group, we have a bunch of perks. We post recipes, tips. I post a lot of diffuser recipes and TikToks because I get bored throughout my day, and that's what I do. We continue educations of all kind. We have our group, a WhatsApp chat, Zoom calls, pop-up classes, anything you could want. And that is all we have. So thank you guys so much for joining, and we can't wait to help y'all continue on this wellness journey. And yeah, have a great night, day. I don't know the time zones.
Thank you guys. That was awesome. I'm just reading a message in the chat from Rachel. She's keen to see the resources on evidence-based information. I'm not sure, Rachel, if you're still on, if you want to know exactly what you're interested in learning about. But she says she tends to use patchouli, rose, geranium, and rosemary, a mix of doTERRA and other makes. Those are all beautiful. I like rosemary in there with the florals. Rosemary is one of my favorites too. It's like a peppermint where it's really invigorating. It's great for your brain, memory, thinking, focus, great for your scalp and hair. So basically great for this area of your body, your head. Yeah, but we do have, I think all of us have come in contact with various resources. So if you want to tell me later or share in the chat what specifically you're wanting to learn about, we can definitely send what we have on that. Oh, hey, there she is.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I guess I'm a nurse as well. I was a budding nurse and a nurse, and everything we do, we always have to resort back to the evidence base, to validate products or whatever's being used. So I guess that's something that resonates with me. I mean, I personally believe in them just from a well-being point of view because it makes me feel so much better. But yeah, I think if I'm going to explore it further, which is appealing, then I naturally default to, well, what's the evidence base, So yeah, be really keen to see what articles and stuff you've got on it and just dig a bit deeper, I guess.
Yeah, great. I love this is like the nursing call.
I know, yeah.
That's so funny that I can send Kim to send to you because I was like you, and like you can even ask Kim when I first joined, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't believe in it, but sure, whatever. We'll go with it. Cause I did an IBD intensive with her. And then I got a couple and she taught me how to use them. And of course I did my own research before my like actual box came, because again, I was very skeptical. So I have a bunch of articles I can send Kim to send to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm actually not skeptical. I mean, I really believe they do support well-being. I guess in terms of medicine and, you know, the query around replacement or supplement, I think you have to be kind of careful in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, from a well-being point of view, I think they're amazing. So
Yeah. I know you've used them. Rachel's used them for a long time. I know. So when she got oils through me, she kind of like knew what she wanted. And so that was really cool. There are a couple of books that I just got at the library that were interesting to read, like different points of view and just different studies that have been done. So yeah, we'll gather our resources and share, because it's good for us to be informed, especially when other people are asking questions. You know, we can come from that evidence-based place of support and knowledge. Yeah.
thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for inviting me, Kim.
Yeah, thanks for hopping
That's
on
great.
last minute.
Yeah, that's awesome. Take care. Have a great day, everyone.
You too. Bye, ladies. Thank you.